Hello, everyone. I have been on a terrible habit lately of getting toys like this over and over, or at least a little bit lately, to to help me just I don't know, just keep me running, I guess, because it's been making me pretty happy. I'm very glad. So the first thing I'm going to show off, obviously, is well, all of these guys. You pretty much seen them probably by the thumbnail, but I have to bring this one up because this is the no, this is the second one I got actually, which is Scylla from Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire, which I was really disappointed with. Honestly, the fact that they well, if you haven't seen the movie, I won't spoil it for you, but I was very sad what they were doing with this character in that movie because I really liked her in King of the Monsters, and I really wish we had maybe some more screen time of like her doing her thing or whatever because I love her design so much because I think she's a mix of like a crab, spider, snail thing, or no, octopus. I don't even know what she was, on to be honest with you. But I love this figure so much. It's one of my favorites. The biggest issue is you can't really move her around though. It gets so annoying as to where, sorry, you probably can't even see the whole thing here, but she falls down like this constantly, and you have to prop her up at like the best way you could possibly do, in order to actually like see her do it well, which is really unfortunate. Anyways, as the title of this video suggests, this is my Hiya Toys Godzilla collection. As of recent, I am planning on not getting more right now because these do cost a lot, even though they are very cheap compared to like SH Monster Arts, I believe. I want to be a little bit less or a little bit more risky with this stuff. It's just that I've been really down lately, and I don't know, I can't make YouTube videos to distract myself, but like it is getting a little bit cooler, so hopefully I can. And also I am in the midst of moving out when I'm able to, so I'm gonna stop throwing some random lore at you and just show you these things because this guy is really cool. I really wanted to get them both together, and I believed at first that these guys were in the same scene together, at least this design, but I actually looked back and it actually wasn't Evolved Godzilla, I don't think, fighting Scylla in the opening scene of Godzilla X Kong, unfortunately. Which, by the way, I want to say this is probably my favorite kaiju titan design of all the monsters that were shown in King of the Monsters as a kid. I was so impressed by this design. I thought she looked so cool. I love Methuselah as well, and I did not like Behemoth. My God, it's not that I didn't like Behemoth. It's that everyone would always, if you were a Godzilla fan or a kaiju fan back in the day, I used to have this old server, big server or whatnot. Everyone, and not even just that, but like they would always talk about Behemoth, and I never understood the whole. I don't know why they loved him so much. It was crazy. So I was just a hater. Here's the other one I got. This one's actually one of the cheaper ones. I think I got this at a Big Bad toy store for like a cheap version way of seeing it. So really glad I had that. And this is Godzilla 2021, I believe, from Godzilla vs. Kong. I unfortunately don't have a Kong figure so far, but this is Godzilla vs. Kong's Godzilla figure that I have. I think it's pretty much the same design exactly as King of the Monsters, but I'm not sure. They probably have one that's a lot like it or whatnot. I also really like how when you open these people's mouths, or sorry, these kaiju's mouths, it's gonna be a little hard probably to do it, but I got it. My fingernail got it. Yep, you can move his tongue, if you can kind of tell. You can move their tongues a little bit, and I think that is really cool. Sorry, I had to clean my fingernails. And this is Ghidorah. This one's the coolest one. Now, this is the 2.0 version I was able to get. I actually saw this at GameStop in store. So I was very glad to do that. I already have a membership there at GameStop, which is probably the only subscription you ever think I'll have. And hopefully it ends like they say they will. I'll have to repay it. But yeah, this guy is really cool. You can remove everything right here. I forgot these guys' names, but I believe this one's Kevin right here, and he's really cool looking. They're all really cool looking. The wings are really annoying to deal with, and I forgot to mention the articulation on these guys as well. They're very nice. But you can see a lot of strain here. You can see a lot of detail. I believe it is probably better than the other .0s, or I would assume so. Again, you can move their tongues up and down. Not sure if you can really remove their heads or not yet. I'm not really sure, but I think that would be really nice if you could. But again, I have no idea. Was it Kevin that I think it was Kevin's head that was removed last time. I'm not sure, though. But anyway, I love this Ghidorah design. It's one of my favorite. I love King of the Monsters, if you guys know A lot of people don't like that film, but I love that film to death. It was so awesome at 13 years old going into the theater for that and being so impressed because it's like every children's dream come true as a Godzilla kid. I grew up with that stuff. So here's my last but not least figure of Hiya toys, and it is Shimo. It is not the Frost Blast version. I don't even know if that thing's out yet. And I probably won't even get it. I think it's too expensive anyway. But she looks really cool. Very more impressive compared to my Playmates Godzilla toy that I have, which looks really stupidly goofy. Scylla even has a Playmates toy that I think is in stock right now at Walmart nearby, but I have not seen it for myself yet, and maybe it's probably not even there. You can also move her fingernails. She also kind of, I think they're all kind of limited to an extent of articulation, to be fair. It's really hard to tell, honestly, with you, but a lot of it's just, I really don't know. I like her figure a lot, though. It's very bright. I know you can't really see it because my phone doesn't show that level of detail, but you can kind of see a little bit. And she's also much more plasticky. Is that a word? I really don't know. It's very weird feeling compared to all these other guys, but out of all of these, which one's my favorite? I don't know. I like the brightness of Shimo a lot. If I'm going to be real, I'm not a big fan of her design in general. Ever since I first saw her, I thought she was literally something straight out of, like, How to Train Your Dragon. So I don't really care for her design at all. She looked kind of silly. And I think she's supposed to be a little bit bigger than this, I thought. Or at least I thought, like, compared to the other toys, which I can, in perspective, show you real quick. I guess since it's the same design and everything, this seems pretty, close up. Ghidorah is huge compared to, or at least in the Antarctica scene in King of the Monsters. He's really big, which I think this matches up pretty well. I did have this guy set up to where he's actually jumping after King Ghidorah, but I just ended up doing that. I don't know. I plan on not getting any more after this unless like 2014 translucent dorsal things I think I saw, but I don't know if that's available anymore. But if I was able, that'd be the only one that I'd get if it was cheaper. Otherwise, I don't know. My favorite kaiju, as you know, is Mothra. I am a huge defense of her design in King of the Monsters because I think lately a lot of people don't like her design, which is kind of weird. I never really thought about that much. But regardless of the fact, I love these toys, these figures. They're awesome. If you haven't seen my other videos, check out my Godzilla toy collection. It's in my channel somewhere. Maybe you'll be able to find it in the playlist or one of my playlists and everything of the sort because I don't know. I love Godzilla to death, and I got to stop spending this stuff because I don't know what it is. I feel awful every day, and I guess it's just part of my depressive modes or whatever. And I have to go to this instead of because I can't do YouTube or something. I don't know. I just losing my mind lately. So very happy to have a distraction here with this stuff. It's not very good though because these can get pretty expensive. They're just a little bit cheaper than the SH Monster Arts and probably a few other brands that I've never heard of, but NECA also doesn't sell Godzilla no more. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking, but thank you for watching. My name is Mercy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Maybe I'll get a new one. Probably not. Hopefully not. Fingers crossed. Okay. Bye.